go to waypoint. Not touch the bottom here.
We just left a few hours ago for our very last cruise of the season. What do you think, Mark? About 6 boats?
Sounds like there's, I think, 6 boats. 5 for sure. I think the 6th one might come.
Okay, yeah. There might be some people coming from Ocano too. I forgot about that. All of the cruisers are getting together and we're gonna just cruise around Door County, it sounds like, and hanging out. This year's going to be a little different for Mark and I. We're going to be anchoring out a lot. We're going to try to anchor out as much as possible, and we still haven't really gotten the hang of that anchor, so we're hoping to kind of figure it out this week. We should be at our destination in about a few hours. It's a very light wind right now, but we were going about 3.5 knots. I think we're pretty much on course. We were heading about 60 degrees. We might have fell off to pick up speed a little bit, but we're pretty much heading right there. It's just a beautiful, quiet, sunny day, and very surprised we're able to sail today.
We're not going fast, but at least we're sailing.
That's true.
Right?
It's just crazy how much bigger these sails are.
They're 25.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Same thing.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Good.
I'm gonna put more rope on there. Will he go in?
The problem is can the ladder, I'm not sure how the ladder works with the current, you know?
I think it always wants to like flip up. It seemed like.
Yeah, because the current's pushing it up.
Yeah.
There.
You don't think it would push you up though?
I could probably overpower it.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not gonna go in. It takes courage to like let go of the boat, you know, when it's moving.
Well, we're going faster than you think, though.
Yeah, it feels like I'm standing like in a stream, you know.
Yeah. And I can feel the wind picking up a little now.
We put the sails away as soon as Mark was done with his swim and headed into Little Sturgeon Bay. We plan to anchor out quite a bit this trip to test out our anchor. We haven't had much luck getting it to set, and we need an anchor we can trust. So we want to try it out a bit more before giving up on it.
You have to be careful with the seat. You lift on it, it pulls off.
Okay. This will be our sort of first attempt to put the dinghy in. We did a test run.
I want to get the tow rope on here, hook that up, that way I have something to hang on to when we let it go behind the boat.
Okay. Mark thought of this really good idea to be able to hoist the dinghy in and out. He got this little contraption. I'm not sure what it's called. It's like
It's a block and tackle, I guess. Like two sets of pulleys, or a pulley reduction type thing. And we'll hook it up here because for some reason the halyard just doesn't seem strong enough where
it's at a weird angle, I
it
think.
binds up on top. We try to hoist it up with just the halyard, so this will probably come in pretty handy. Now, just gotta get it on the front. Probably do is hoist the halyard up further.
Okay.
Well, maybe 10 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, something like that. Give it a minute. Let these waves stop. Huh, there'll be more waves now. Want to wait till the waves come and go? Or you want to hop in now?
Just jump in.
Okay.
Alright.
Is that what you're saying? I don't have to do it.
Well, I just felt like I needed to have it on for a second.
Right. Here we go to town.
Is she wide open?
Kind of. She's dying. Why is it dying? Alright, hold this. Fuel was shut off, I think. It was on all along. I thought it was off, so I turned it off when I put it in the water.
We are happy to report that the anchor held perfectly.
Well, it's Sunday morning. Last night we had a really nice anchor out in Little Sturgeon. We got together with the group at the picnic tables there. We cooked out, had a nice little get together there, and then we went back out to the boat and really a nice quiet night. So now we're on our way to Sand Bay, which is just up around the corner from Little Sturgeon. There's 2 bays to the north. So we're gonna meet out there, we're gonna anchor there for the day. We're planning on, well, swimming and having lunch, and then some of us are gonna stay. I think we're planning on staying and anchoring out there, and some are gonna go back to Wave Point. So right now we got a nice little sail. It's running us about 3 to 4 knots, and we only have maybe half hour we'll be there, so. Kind of busy here all of a sudden, huh?
This must be a fishing hotspot or something. I was trying to avoid them all. I think I got them right. I don't see any more under the sail. Do you?
No, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, it's like there's a drop off right there. Goes from 35 down to 20 in a hurry.
Okay. We're gonna raft up with all the boats, probably have lunch together,
Maybe
swim,
dinner.
maybe
Yep.
dinner, and then some of, like I said earlier, some of the boats are gonna go back to the marina, and then we're gonna stay out and anchor and bomb around in our new dinghy
Yeah.
and maybe catch a few fish if everything works as planned.
Since we're waiting for our friends that are going to be the anchor, we having such an amazing sail right now that we're gonna just keep going. And then this bay is interesting. It gets like shallow pockets everywhere. Like right now we're at 50, but there's fishing boats and they're like at 20. So it's very interesting how it shallows up pretty quick. So we're gonna follow this line here, and hopefully by the time we tack, our anchor will be in there and we can tie up. We were thinking we could just like keep going and we'll just like meet everybody up in Fayette. Should we do it?
I don't think we should. Sailboats on parade.
Didn't get a word of that.
No, heard.
There's a hooker on this boat.
Where did he sail to? Thailand?
Where's he been? Anybody here at the Crable's? Oh! 7 points!
I'll give you a 6.3.
It's pretty cool. It's like the hideout. When my foot's better, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
next year. Because this is the last time we'll be on the boat probably before my foot gets better.
So next year you're gonna do a dive off the, one of these
Yep.
back seats?
Yep.
So you're gonna stand on one of these back seats, hop up here and just dive in?
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first. She's gonna do that, and we will capture that on video
Next year.
for sure when she does it. Because you're not gonna back out, right, Lori?
Hell no.
All right.
That's the only way to go in the water is to just dive in because it's so cold. It's torture.
There's the
It's
seat she's sitting
torture.
on right there, and she's gonna dive into the water head first.
Or I do a backflip or a somersault or something.
Okay, something majestic. All right, I'm in on that.
Or just or just jump straight in, you know. Might not be pretty, but I'll get it done.
Sand Bay. Beautiful, beautiful day to sail, and we're all rafting up right now for dinner. Some of us are going to stay tonight, maybe all of us. We're going to raft out or anchor out tonight. And yes, we have a bunch of jokers. Good group to sail with, I'll tell you. Jump in! Do it! What? Your boat looks bigger. Yes?
How far is it from here to Waypoint?
Probably straight to drive it. Probably an hour. Huh? Maybe an hour? I'll look
From here to Waypoint?
Probably, yeah. 45 minutes. George, what do you have to say for yourself?
You got an 8?
That's 6.5. Exactly.
Oh! The wind has picked up for sure.
Yeah. We definitely have higher winds than we would. Well, they're not bad. But right now it's like it's so beautiful in here, and it's like, yeah, there's gonna be some storms coming through between 3 and 4 in the morning. We got a really good hole tonight. I think we're gonna be fine. We're gonna muscle it out and we'll see what happens. And if something gets really crazy tonight at 3 and 4 in the morning, we'll start the camera and you'll see our panic, if there is any.
We won't do that. We'll probably just get the F and shit out
Beep. Who knows, right? But either way, George is making his way back.
in a weird way.
He's got his lights on. He's all by himself.
Should we put our anchor light on?
We will, but it's not half hour past sunset yet, so.
We are currently heading to Fish Creek. We just left Sand Bay this morning and we motored for a while. We put our head sail out and we're going almost 4 knots. We spent the night last night in Sand Bay with another boat, and there's, I think, 4 boats that are going to meet us in Fish Creek. Mark and I haven't decided yet if we're going to anchor out. There's going to be storms in the morning, but it doesn't look too bad, so we're probably going to anchor out. I think we'll be there in about 3 hours, so should be a very nice sail right now. I can feel the wind picking up, and we're on a beam reach, and it's just amazing right now. The water's so flat, but unfortunately it's green. I don't know if you can see that, but it's super green right now. Ugh. There's a lot of algae on there. I'm hoping once we get to Fish Creek we'll be able to jump in and swim, because there's a nice beach there that we wanted to try out, and we might just take another dinghy ride to that little secret way that we found the other couple years ago, I guess now, that if you take this little creek that goes right to the ice cream shop. So we're going to see if we can do that again. That would be fun.
Today's Monday, I guess our 3rd day on our trip. Wind is very light. We were lucky enough we had 4 knots for a little while. We were moving the boat. Now we're down to 2. So we'll probably be motoring here shortly, but it's just nice to take it in right now. This nice calm day. A little breeze would have been nice, but this is what we get. So
the head sail's flopping just a little now, but we did have a nice beam reach going, but now it seems like it's kind of clacking a little. We were so hot that we came over to the beach. There's this little beach in Fish Creek, and a couple people met us here, and we been here for quite a while, I feel like, man, but it felt so good. Cooled off. It was a hot day, probably the hottest day this year, and our little dinghy brought us that we just got, so
Yep.
did pretty good with our little two horsepower Yamaha. So now I'm gonna get in and put my boot back on.
Don't show your doctor what you're doing. Kind of cool. Anchoring out and taking our dinghy places.
Yeah,
Back to our boat here.
it's like a little car.
Ready for tonight. Well, it's a beautiful morning here in Fish Creek. We anchored out last night, and then about 2 in the morning some storms came through, which we knew were coming, and woke up around that time and noticed our anchor was dragging. So we had to make some quick decisions here. We pulled anchor and we came into the marina. So we were anchored just out there, kind of knew where that sailboat is, sitting right out there. And luckily we had a nice spot here to tie up last night. So, you know, you take chances, it's going to happen sometimes. If you don't try, you never do stuff, right? So unfortunately our anchor just didn't hold well, and we've been having a problem with this QCR style anchor, like a plow with a hinge on it. And I'm thinking we gotta do more research on this and maybe get a different type of anchor for the boat. It's obviously not working out for us, and it was a good sand hard bottom to anchor in, and we backed down on it. It held good when we backed down on it, but when we twisted around with the wind, it let loose and never reset again. So I'm gonna go to the little dock over here and try and dump this thing over and get some water out of it.
Oh, from the storm last night?
Yep. That way we have it empty, and then when it rains in about 3 hours, I can do it again.
You're dragging weeds.
I know.
All of them. Oh, is that a bluegill?
I wish.
Rock
Rock
bass.
bass.
Oh,
Throw it on the other side so you don't catch it again.
You wanted to go there. Got the first Kobe.
who's Jasper?
Seagull. Feeding them last night.
He's over here. I don't know how to whistle like Tom does though.
Tom.
Go ahead. You can have it. Watch him choke that whole thing down, skin and everything.
Knows where the head is. Look at that.
That's a sign of fall. Just loading the back.
We had a very rolly night last night. The wind was coming in from the bay. I'll show you here. So the wind was coming in from the bay over here, and it was blowing hard. It's probably 18 to 20 knots. Waves were coming in here, pushing us up against the dock. So I had to get up about 12:30 and stuff a few more fenders, or 2 more fenders alongside the boat in the dock. But it was a squeaky, rolly night, and I think we kept waking up all the time, but still, it's life on a boat, you know, when you're doing this kind of stuff. But today we're still in Fish Creek, and we're gonna be probably going to Egg Harbor or Wave Point today, depending on the wind. It's going to be blowing pretty good today. A lot of whitecaps out there. We're looking to do maybe a straight downwind sail versus trying to do a beam reach with waves on the beam and all. So we're having a skipper's meeting here today at 9 o'clock, and we will see what we're going to do. Breakfast is being made. So my plan to get out of here is going to be to untie, and then we'll get out into that area over there, and then we're going to make a big turn.
Okay.
While I'm making that turn, I'll go real slow. Once we get back into the wind, I'll go real slow, and then we can take the fenders off. But before we get out there, and we'll put them away.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then get in position. Let's get out there, and as soon as we can, we'll just go ahead and get the head sail out, shut the engine off, and we're sailing.
So what do you want me to do? How can I help with my foot situation?
I'm going to be able to get the bow line off before we leave the dock.
Okay.
Before we do anything, because the wind's blowing the boat against the dock pretty much. And then I can get the spring line. You don't really have to do much, just put the lines away.
Are you sure you don't want me up at the bow to detach that? Or we could do a continuous?
No, there's no need. I had it off for about 5 minutes up there and I was watching it.
Okay. All right.
We're doing 5.5. Doing pretty good like this. We're still closer to George. Great day for a sail. Is it not?
It is.
Doing about 7, 6.5 to 7, I think. Rocking and rolling a little bit. Heading down to Sturgeon Bay. Then we have Bird Island or Hat Island, Stink Island.
Yeah, we call it Stinky Island. Stink Pot Island.
Right in front of us.
Just super cool to see all of our friends' sailboats. They're all have their head sails out, except for George. He's got his main, which
It's working well for him.
it's keeping him really stable. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a cub. Wow, windy day for a cub. That's pretty cool.
Well, we sailed almost all the way here.
You had a good sail all the way here.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to be able to sail through the channel, but
I did too.
it always gets wonky, you never know. the morning, and the winds are going to be on the nose, and we want to get back at a good time tomorrow. So we decided, us and a couple other boats, we're heading back to Windjammers today. Hoping the wind fills in a little bit, but right now we're just putzing along with the diesel. There's really no apparent wind. Back on the okay, good. Got a coolant leak. A little hole in his fittings under here. He must be leaking a little bit.
Is that what all that yellow stuff is?
That's all.
Oh no. We have a shop rag down there if you feel like...
Shop rig?
Yeah.
Where?
There's one right under the steps. I mean, it's not really a shop rag, but you can use it like a shop rag.
Okay.
It's just right under the steps. I was using it to clean, keep that clean.
I can wipe that up a little, I suppose.
It's just that, yeah. Under the steps always get so dirty.
Next time the boat comes out, we still need to figure out if we can take the mast down this year. But that's a story for another day. Hope to see you out there.
Now we get to get a cart and start hauling stuff. Truck.
And the dinghy.
Dinghy, the motor, gas, all that should come off. I would imagine, right?
Oh yeah. Might as well. We got time.
I mean, unless you want the motor to stay on because if we ever use it again. But are we going to use it?
I don't know.